world, it is time for some Mario Maker 2, people. It is time for a little Mario Maker 2. Hope you're having a good Friday. We made it, chat. We did make it to Friday, so there's some good news. There's a little bit of good news. I also get to have breakfast with my aunt tomorrow at my favorite breakfast spot, so I'm very much looking forward to that. That is pretty cool. Big shout out to Auntie Sandra. The greatest to ever do it. Greatest aunt on planet Earth. All right, there's that. Now, let's see about the TikTok chat. What's up, Cameron? There you are, TikTok. Okay, good. Muy bien. That is very good. Hello, Fernando. What's going on, my friend? The one and only Fernando. Nice and early, yeah. Yes, nice and early today. There we go. Let's squeeze that away. Very good. How's it going out there? What's up, Kyle with an A? What's going on, Jan? How are ya? How are ya? It's Friday. It is Friday, and Friday is my day. May Day. I wish it were May. Well, at least we got Christmas and Thanksgiving. But the weather is just getting miserable fast. It's getting hotter and hotter to get the windows cleared in the morning. It's already cold enough that I can't just let the car run and do it. It'll never happen. I still have to scrape it. What's up, Erica Gobble? You just saw Wicked. What did you think? Lurking while working. Have internet issues. Okay. Not doing too much. Shout out to you, Kyle with an A. Shout out to you, my good man. Hit that like button. Double tap the screen. See if it does something. Do a little experiment for me. Double tap the screen and see if anything happens. What's going on, Toad the Jam? Yeah, got out a bit early today. And I am so glad to have the weekend. And I basically have zero plans. Other than having breakfast with my aunt tomorrow, getting some errands done in the morning. Definitely have some laundry to do. I have a couple loose ends to tie up chore-wise. Want to really get the Christmas decorations up. Got to get some stuff sorted out, a bunch of chores. So, that's what's going on in my world. What's up, Shabu? How are you? I appreciate the level code, but I'm not taking them today. Today is dedicated to this level creator, Nurkte. You ever heard of them? They're incredible. I'd highly recommend you take a screenshot and try it. What's up, Sally? Some of the best levels in the game right here. Some of the best levels in the game. Here's the first one of this stream. 1, 2, 3, 3. Aha. Soft lock. Well, you're not supposed to get up there. Okay, let's turn the comments off. You enjoyed it. You cried a lot. There's some things you weren't a fan of. Nothing major. Love the musical and the book. How to beat those. They did an amazing job. All right. It's a pretty positive review. Oh. I see. Very cool. Whoa, I almost hit it too fast. I think I just have to go faster. What's up, Gianna? Or Gianni? This is pretty cool. Nice winter theme. Certainly fits the reality. I was just talking about how cold it is in the mornings now. It is real cold in the morning. There we go. That was better. Hey. All right. Oh, people loved it. Great level. Quite good. Quite good. Thanks, Sally and Shabu. Thanks, Fernando and Anthony. I actually saw a van on the road today that was decked out exactly like the Scooby-Doo van. It was like a perfect replica. I've seen like rip-off versions of it randomly. I can remember once at Spooky World they had one that looked close but not quite. This is the first time I've seen one that looked movie perfect. Looked like it could have come right out of the show. The Mystery Mobile? Mystery something. Haven't seen Scooby-Doo in a while. I think that's right. Must be a mystery in my town. Maybe. Oh my gosh, I gotta really hurry up. I can't let that dude float up too much. We all float on. Hey, watch it. I rushed it a little too much. The Mystery Machine, that's it. What did I say, the Mystery Mobile? That's close. That's better. Oh! Okay, this is pretty great. I really do like all these levels. It is always extra satisfying. It's kind of like when you find an album that you can listen to all the way through, track one right to the end. That's such a rare treat. That needs to be a Z. I was right the first time. Little getaway. Whether you stream for 5 minutes or 2 hours. All right, thanks, Bri. Little getaway for you, people. Oh, gosh. Like that. Close, just a little faster. A bit faster than that if we're going to make it happen. Grab that snowball. What's up, Kenny? Oops. I need to be in motion or else that thing's going to walk off without me. I have to get it while it's still on the block. That's the rush. This there. Man, I think I should be further right. I think I should be further right. Like this. Oh. I'm not doing myself any favors by throwing that earlier than I need to. That's what I'm getting at here. That is what I'm offering you. Oh, that was closer. That was closer. Lurk away, J-Man. Keep on lurking in the free world. Hey, what? That one keeps getting me. Shout out to the lurkers. Shout out to the lurkers and the essential workers. Get there! Good. Finally, new stuff. And you don't have a parachute. Probably designed to do a big jump to the right. That's my guess. What's up, Ray Ray? Thanks for the heart. There we go. Like this. Whap. Boom. I think I need to do a reclaim. What's up, Ivan? Lurk away. Shout out to Ivan. Ivan Drago. Hey, where'd you go? I was holding Y. I must have been too far right. What's up, Ewan? Got somebody's birthday? Or are you saying happy birthday to me? Just because it's my birthday month? Oh, I did follow up. Oh! Listen to me follow up. Sounds like I'm at work. What's up, Andrew and Kay Borowski? Been lurking all week. Watching random places. At Puerto Vallarta. Sounds pretty cool. Early stream, Andrew. What's up, Sonic? Shout out to the big cats! We got the big cats in the mix. That's always a pleasure. An honor. What's up, Sports Kid? Oh, my gosh. Sports Kid, you deserve better than that. Let me try that again. I wish I was into sports. I would have an improved social life if I even 2% cared. But I think they're cool, and I have a lot of respect for athletes. That's got to be a reclaim, right? I think that's the only way. So many cool things have happened. The St. Jude stream, lady that was watching while giving birth. That's Barbara. Can you tell you my maker ID? I'm fine with you putting in the chat, but today is dedicated to this level creator right here, Nurkte. I have one of the massive. I am real. I am real. I am REAL. I'm very real. Let the big cats. Big cats is my witness. I am real. Today, what would how can I prove that I'm real? Today is November something? November 20th? I know it's Friday. Oh, buddy. Reclaim. Close. The 21st. I stand corrected. Thank you, Sports Kid. This is a tough level, but in a good way. The classic thing way back in the day, how you'd prove that you were real, is you'd have to hold up the newspaper. That would be the evidence. If you could take a picture with you in it and today's newspaper, that represented... Oh. Something AI would say, yeah. That's what I'm trying to think of. What's something that I could do or say on stream that would verify, okay, yes, this person's actually live, and there's no possible way this is a recording or AI generated. Uh-oh! Will this be the last stream for this level creator? Possibly. We're up to 7. Done 7 streams of nothing but this level creator, and it has been amazing. Oh no! Maybe even more? Maybe even more. I don't know if that counts the Super World. There we go. That was better. Finally, bro. There we go. It was a reclaim. It was a reclaim. One good way would be if when you beat a level, it told you the date and time you beat it. That would be a good way to prove I'm real. Yeah, now as AI is getting better and better with picture and video, we are nearing a point when seeing something really will not be enough to know whether or not it's real. Like I grew up in a time that like showing video in a court of law, that was hard evidence. If you had it on video, that was like as good as having a witness. Even better. Even better than having a witness. Okay, this is the new and improved version. But now we're not there yet. Let the record show we're not there yet, but it's just a matter of time until we are able to generate video that is indiscernible. And then someone will say, well, we'll always be able to tell, like with some kind of software and I'm not so sure. Especially if, like, I could imagine a point where you could generate a video and then pass the video through some kind of filter to then, like an AI filter, to make it truly indistinguishable even to, like a checker. I don't know. We're getting into some weird territory. Like a timestamp, Brian. What's up, George? Howdy. We're going to Dumb Idea 2.0. We're just talking about video. It started because one of the big cats was wondering, is this dude actually real? Now it's just making me think of 20 years from now, what will be the means to determine something's real or not? Already video chatting someone is less and less reliably a good test for that. Hey, what's this? I think that maybe made it easier? Is it that I can... Hold on, chat. Is it this? I could do this. No! If I hit it to the left, and then I could just do a regular shell jump. Maybe there could be a fingerprint scanner on computers. Well, how would that help us verify if or you must be talking about something different. I'm talking about if I generate a video of you committing a crime, how do you prove that it's not real? Like, as of now... Oh, that's not it! Huh? What's the second shell? As of now, there are still artifacts. AI generates something. It can be determined that it was AI. But it is just a matter of time till that's not the case. And at that point, what do you use? So what do you want me to do here? Could do like this. That works. I got hidden blocked! I got hidden blocked, bro. Yeah, hold the first shell for a little longer. But yeah, you know, I bet it's just a matter of time till we're watching the documentary of the first person wrongfully imprisoned due to an AI video. But I think they'll be able to get it right before too long. Like, I don't imagine if that actually happened, they'd spend that long in jail before there was some way. I got hidden blocked twice. What's going on, Just Peachy Gaming? Watching AI-generated Bob Ross videos. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, and they just came out with, I think it's the latest Nano Banana. The images are looking crazy. We got AI music on the charts. It's just creeping up. It's creeping up. And there's nothing we can do about it. Except hold on for the ride. hitting that block. A staycation for 10 days. Staycation is what I'm all about. I would take a staycation over a vacation. Not every single time. Especially if there's like a beach vacation on the line, then I'm probably going to be down for the vacation. But generally speaking, if staycation is an option, I'm staying. That was at least a decent adjustment. Sure, police and authorities have a way to tell if a video is original. They don't, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that in the future scenario I'm painting, it's inaccessible. It's impossible. I do believe there is a point where not only is it good enough to pass for real video without any artifacts, but in addition to that, like, you know, right now, here's the more simple version. Right now, there are schools around the world dealing with fake essays. You give me a 3-paragraph essay about the theme of Romeo and Juliet, right? Remember those kind of assignments? Nowadays, you can just ask AI, hey, write me a 3-paragraph essay about Romeo and Juliet. The theme is, boom, it spits one out, right? And now, there's a bunch of different ways you can go about this next step, but essentially, you then plug it back in and say, okay, now I need you to make it more human, and I need you to make it indiscernible from AI. And I'm not saying that it's perfect at doing this, but they have those checkers where it'll tell you like a % likelihood that the essay was written by AI, and you can watch that percentage decrease as you do these little tricks of the trade to obscure the fact that it was created by AI. And so I imagine at some point in the future, there's a parallel to that with video. You could create a video that never really happened. It was potentially criminally not great for somebody. And then you could run the video through whatever that future version of the filter would be that would then, I don't know. I'm obviously making it up. Like, this, let the record show I don't actually know what I'm talking about. I didn't like the, you know what? You're getting this seriously for that one, bro. That hidden block got me too many times. But I still liked it. ChatGPT will end your chat if you ask it to write a specific name. I don't know about that. What's up, Frank? Thanks for the gifts, and thanks, Ray Ray. It's like the constant back and forth between cybersecurity and hackers. They go back and forth with being able to outdo each other. Like, no matter what kind of thing you create as a line of defense, there's always going to be a way around it. Always, in my opinion. Could be exceptions to that, but generally speaking, I don't think so. I think the vast majority, 99.9%, maybe more of the time. Oh, boy. Is that right? What in the world am I doing here? Oh, I'm activating the POW. I'm activating that POW. And then I'm Z-jumping. I think I want to throw that shell sooner. Actually, I want to bring the POW as far right as possible. That will help as well. That's... Then I Z. Okay. Econ class for MBA encourages the use of AI for case study assignments. There you go, George. I don't doubt it one bit. I don't doubt it one bit. The earlier you can adopt it into your workflow, the better. And I'm not saying one way or the other whether or not it's the best thing in the world that AI exists. I'm saying it does. It does. And you have a lot to gain by being able to use it at work, specifically. This is pretty cool. How are you, Jesse? It's Friday. that. Okay, and then I'm going to grab it on the platform. This is really cool. Watch this. I thought I missed it. Oh, boy. Work has told us to embrace AI, use it as much as you can for your job. Well, this is what I'm saying. I think the more you resist AI at work specifically, the more, ironically, your job is in peril. But this is the ultimate irony, is I do think, you know, there was a time when the only way you could get an app or a web page, you had to have somebody do it for you. But then the birth of applications. Now you don't have to know how to actually build a website. What I'm trying to compare it to is, if you, at one point, this level's taking just enough of my brain to not let me. Oh gosh, what am I doing there? I throw the shell early enough to re-grab the bomb. Is that it? You don't trust the information from AI. You have to verify it. That's very true, Edward. It can definitely hallucinate, and it is very wise to check and double check it. But like the use case Jan or George just gave, like if you, especially if you're feeding it your own data, like organize this, make a spreadsheet, make a graph. That kind of stuff is easily verifiable, and it can do it 1,000 times faster than a human can. Maybe not 1,000. But especially when it comes to read, like it can read 1,000 times faster than a human. So especially when it comes to bigger documents, if any part of your job is dealing with big documents. Wait, how am I gonna? No, I have to grab the bomb midair. I do think there is a point in the future that AI is doing a lot of the jobs we're currently doing. I really do think that will be the case. How far away? No idea. That I don't even have a guess at. I don't know enough to make a good guess there. But I do think within my lifetime I'll see it. Oh my gosh. The big game changer for me using AI on just personally, outside of work, is being able to send it photos. Like, hey, what tree is this? What kind of tree? Send it a picture of a tree. What kind of tree is this? Oops. What is going on up there? I don't quite have this down in my head yet. I'm sorry, chat. I'm not finishing a thought. The thing I was trying to say with the programmers that created applications to somewhat replace themselves. Like, I do think there's a little bit of that. Oh, maybe that's it. No, because I need to. If the bomb hits the spikes, then I'm cooked. Because I have no way to re-grab it. So it has to be that I'm grabbing the bomb midair. But see, I keep wanting there to be another step, but I don't think there is. What is the point of the bomb? This? I want it up there? I think I want to throw the bomb up here. Get the shell and throw it quickly to the right. Re-grab the bomb and throw it up onto this platform. And then go up to the platform? Where's my next jump after this? Some kind of... Or maybe I jump. I think I must have to jump off of the shell at some point to stop it. Because it looks like I have to do a Z jump to the next jump. No, I don't think this is right. Blue collar jobs for the win until robotics come along, which is not that far behind. Send photos of a rental you applied for to ChatGPT. It turned out it was a scam because the photos were used for selling a brand of paint. Hey, very good, Sally. See, saved you from a scam. Shout out to Doug. Thanks for the follow. What am I supposed to do here? I still have I don't even have a clue now. I thought I was like kind of making progress, kind of pretend progress in my mind, but no, I'm not even making pretend progress. There's nothing but confusion. Oh, gosh. Yeah, robotics are getting pretty crazy. The thing you gotta factor in that isn't necessarily obvious is right now there's a huge incentive with the development of AI to develop robotics, profit-wise. Like 20 years ago, even if you could make a very capable, mechanically sound robot, it wouldn't be that useful without being able to give it a brain. So there's not all that much money and time being spent developing robotics. Some, for sure. But as far as big money is concerned, no. What do I do here? It's some kind of surf. Maybe my issue is that I'm throwing it too early. Maybe rather than throw it up as early as I can, maybe I'm supposed to jump here and then turn left and throw it up like as late as possible. Definitely is not helping me throwing it early. That's for sure. We've proven that much. But so now that we have already much more capable AI than we had 20 years ago, like by a lot. Now there is a massive incentive. There is a massive, massive, massive incentive to be able to develop as mechanically functional robotics. I'm not saying that right. The better the robot you can make, the more money you stand to make combining it with AI, even as it already is. As imperfect as it currently is. It's got to be way faster. I've been wild with how fast technology evolves. Yeah, and this can grow exponentially once it starts self-improving. That's when it really gets crazy. That's when things really get crazy. Because right now you got a bunch of real smart people working on AI, right? But at a certain point, the AI gets smart enough to work on itself. And once that happens, then you can multiply that by however many computers you can get running at the same time, essentially. And as long as those things are running, those things will be working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without slowing down. That's when real exponential growth starts to get a little crazy. Because now it's not a team of brilliant people working on it 8-10 hours a day. Now it's an army of 10,000 AI agents smarter than any of those people working on itself. That's a pretty crazy thought. Oops. What am I supposed to do here? What's up, Tan the Man? You read an article, so the next generation of millionaires will be tradesmen, a graying generation of tradesmen with no replacements, just robotics. That's the question. How fast? So then back to the incentive for robotics. Now, in 2025, there's never been a higher financial incentive to be able to develop high-quality robotics. So right now, across the globe, there are billions and billions and endless hours being spent developing that as quickly as possible, because the first people to do it will likely have the most to gain up front. if you can be the Coke or the Pepsi of robotics, you likely have a very lucrative next 100 years. How in the world do you do this? I'm going to see if there's a clear video. Because I genuinely have no idea at this point. I kind of have the image of it in my head, but I can't seem to execute it. So if I see someone actually do it, that would help. No, no clear video. Just got done fishing. Didn't catch anything. Guess it's true. Even the best fishermen don't catch something. Sometimes that is true. You are dependent on the fish to be there. So yeah, so no one, in my opinion, no one, including me, especially me, in fact, can say how long it will be before those robotics get good enough to be at least capable of mowing your lawn, fixing the... I think it's the spring. The spring moves so fast that here's the conflicting things for me. The bob-omb is like blowing up quickly, so I don't. Part of me wants to like hang out and kind of drift before landing on the shell and try to throw up the bob-omb as late as possible. But then it's just gonna explode before I get a chance to get it. This is where I really want it. Wait a minute. Is there a way to get it from the spring over to here? No, because it's higher. There's no way to get it to bounce off the spring onto this platform. The one thing that seems clear is I'm supposed to... But what does that even accomplish? Other than giving me access to the... I don't know. I really don't know, chat. Does anybody have any ideas out there? Does anybody have any ideas? Because I am real confused. Oh. Thanks, Tan the Man. Hey, what's up, Kiwi? Oops. I'm real confused with this level right now. My furrowed brow is evidence of that. Oh. Oh, that would have worked. That would have worked. I think that is... I think it's the opposite, Jade. I think I want to throw it as late as possible like that. Because if I had done a better job, I would have... I'm thinking the order of operations is face left, throw the bob-omb up here, initiate the shell surf, then on the way up, re-grab the bob-omb and throw it up while bouncing off of... Oh, the point of this is to do another Z-jump? But I could get up there without the bob-omb. I'm thinking the point is to get rid of those two blocks. Oh, it's the platform, chat. The platform is what lets me... It's not that the bob-omb needs to go up there. What? It seems like those two blocks are meant to get blown up with the bob-omb, but that doesn't actually accomplish anything. But that's just as close to like an indicator as I can... I don't know. Thanks for the follow, Ewan. I don't know if I got George's 200 stars. Thank you, George, for the 200 stars. The star drop is for you. You know what? Maybe I don't need the bob-omb. Let me try this. I got something. Maybe I don't need the bob-omb, and I'm misreading the spring. Maybe the spring is there to troll you. Like, maybe the goal is to use the bob-omb to collect the red coin, and I want to avoid the spring. Because now that I'm looking at that platform, that would let me do my jump. Maybe you don't need the bomb? Yeah, exactly. We're on the exact same page. We re-grab the bob-omb. That's what I've been trying to do since I got to this level. But what I'm realizing, and what I've been really confused about is, what is the bob-omb accomplishing? What is that explosion doing for me? And now I'm starting to think there isn't anything on the level that requires that actual explosion. And if anything, maybe it's an obstacle. Like that. You see what I mean? I think I can continue without... That was a good proof of concept. Close. What's up, Thomas? Thanks for the gift. I think I used the shell that I stopped first. I think I see the path. I think I see the path. And I think I might be right that you don't even need the bob-omb. Because now we're far enough beyond it that it wouldn't last long enough to make it too far. Close. I need that momentum to get up there. What's up, K-Rod? Did you try going all the way to the right, spin jump onto the piranha plant? Right now, the big issue is being able to utilize the shell surf. There's a beetle shell that I definitely have to surf. And just being able to do that and progress is the issue. So I don't even know what piranha you may be talking about. There we go. That goes there. And then I need... What's this thing for? Because now I could just go here. Oh my gosh! Hold everything. That's... I need the bob-omb for this? Well, here's our answer. I need the bob-omb here. That's how we progress? What? Is the last shell supposed to be a shellmet? Well, this is a shellmet I could never pick up. The only way I interact with this shell is by spin jumping off of it. What's going on the platform accomplish when you could make it to the right anyways? It's switching to spin jump. My next jump... What's up, Rob? If I'm not mistaken, I could be. But if I'm not mistaken, I think my next jump is a shellmet, which I can't jump off of. I can only spin jump off of. Like that. I couldn't... If I did a regular jump onto that shell, it wouldn't work. And I thought that's what we have here. Yeah. So the point of me going onto here, if I bounce off of this shell and then try... Oh, you're saying bounce off of the shell and go up? Yeah, I guess that's true. I could bounce off of that and go up. So now I get what you're saying. I was so stuck on the next jump being the next shell. But now I see what you mean, I think. The ball needs to go up to the platform. And they need both shells to make it back. Yeah, exactly. So now I think we're back to square one of getting the bob-omb there in time. Oops. Now we have a much better idea of what to do. The hardest part for me is the first part. When I'm holding the bob-omb, what are the steps once I have that bob-omb lit? Because the time is ticking fast. And whenever I've had that shell in my hands, it always takes the bob-omb out. So is there a way to do it faster, maybe? Because that would fix it. Is there a way to speed it up? Maybe it's a full momentum situation? We haven't really tried that. I've always been kind of careful going into that jump. And maybe this is a time to throw caution to the wind. And you got to use every ounce of that momentum you got. Is ounce the right quantity or like that? You know what I'm saying? What's the right measurement of momentum? It's not ounce. It's not by weight. Is it by speed? Rate? I guess it would be rate. Velocity? AI would know. Somebody ask AI, what's the right unit of measurement for momentum? Or what's the ideal? Oh, see, that would have worked. That's it. That's the answer. That is what we needed to be doing. I totally had the wrong approach. Let's see. Uh-oh. That's not right. The standard SI unit for momentum is kilogram per meter per second. Oh, kilogram or meter per second? You Googled it. Okay, fair enough. Which is essentially velocity. Like Q was saying. Okay. What do I do when I make it to this platform? It feels like I need another POW to go off or something. It is progress. Hold on, chat. I still think I didn't even finish half of the things I started. One of them was the thing about the robotics. That now we have probably 1,000 times the manpower and money going into creating robotics today versus 20 years ago. Hey, here we go. Oh! So, it's anybody's guess. Ooh. Oh, gosh. Why don't you just start? I'm going to start with the thesis statement, which is the rate at which we will develop robotics that will be able to do mind-blowing things like carpentry or plumbing is impossible to know right now. It's impossible to predict. It could take 100 years from now, and it could take 5 years from now. Both of those are possible. And part of what makes it that unknown is we just have so many people and so much money going into figuring that out. There we go. That it's impossible to say. And then you add also the wild card of AI assisting in the development of future robotics. And another unknown as to just how helpful that will or won't be. Potentially, that's the missing link. Potentially, AI will be the... There we go, the difference maker with that. I wonder what determines when I'm getting... Do you think building trades, I say way beyond even our lives? Could be. That's to me, when you're talking about AI, talking about robotics in the future, the people, for me, that are the most annoying are the people that genuinely think they know. I think you can have a very strong opinion on what you think makes the most sense. I think that's valid. But I think it's really important as a baseline in having any kind of conversation about this stuff is we do not know. The smartest person in the world could not tell you with certainty, how this timeline's going to play out. And I hear quite a bit of people raising their voices to say, with certainty, things one way or the other. And I think that's foolish. I think that's a mistake. I think if you're willing to leave room for the unknown, which there's so much of in this context, you end up with a much more balanced and accurate... it leaves more room for the unknown, which more than ever you need to have if you're going to have any kind of realistic approach to figuring out what this stuff looks like 10, 20 years from now. But it is definitely rightfully scary stuff. It is definitely a bit scary. Whoops. Because it is possible. It is possible that it happens way sooner than we think, especially if a couple stars align. If somebody gets close enough to robotics and then they decide to go all in, throw 50 billion at it, and then they just so happen to have access to a very, very high-powered AI, maybe an internal use only type of AI. Because you know whatever AI is released to us is not the... that doesn't represent what it's capable of. If me and you can access it, it ain't top of the line. Do you know what I'm saying? You can know for a fact that there is way more powerful AI than you or I has ever seen or used. Because the people developing it, they're experimenting, they're trying things in smaller groups. You've even got some rogue groups developing it all over the globe. So again, it comes back to that unknown status. No one can tell you for sure how far or close they are from having some groundbreaking results. But there are a lot of people out there on both sides that'll tell you, well, I can assure you, AI will never take anyone's job. That person is not giving it to you straight. They are not factoring in all the variables. But similarly, the person that says, well, in 5 years, no one's going to have a job, I think that's equally I think that's equally... I can't come up with the word. Hasty. Equally hasty. Because you can't know. Both are possible. It's possible AI will never take anybody's job. Actually, I don't think I can say that and mean it anymore. Because it kind of already is. Look at Amazon. They're legitimately trying to replace human work with AI as much as possible. But they are kind of like the perfect... They already kind of treat humans like robots as it is. Have you heard anything about how Amazon runs the warehouses? It really is a bit like a robot. Like you'd imagine you'd treat a robot. That's going to be tough, but I like it. You doubt they'll take your job? Residential HVAC technician will always be in demand and need to be a real person? I think that is true for the time being, but I do think there is a possible reality where robotics and AI get to a point that it can do HVAC work better than a human could do it. But I can appreciate why that's hard for us to even put our minds around, because we've never seen anything close to that. If you're anywhere close to my age, the idea of what robots have looked like to us in real life is... Ooh, look at that. How you like me now? Oh, gosh! Oh, no, I'm cooked. We got to get back there fast. What's up, Enrique? Nice to see you. Best Bud's in an Amazon warehouse. He does better treatment? I'm not sure what you mean. But what I'm trying to say is, I think it's fair for it to feel impossible based on what we've seen with robotics. But see, we're kind of blind to just how different the pace of the development of technology is now versus when we were kids. We used to think like the Furby came up, the Furby Tamagotchi. We thought those things were... We thought Mario 64 was top tier. And, I mean, it was top tier. I'm getting trolled, aren't I? It feels like I'm getting trolled. Well, I'm not. There's just no way to say. Me included, there's no way to say. But that's the whole thing. It is possible. We are living in a time where the impossible is possible. What used to be impossible is more and more possible. Kazoo. Thanks, Tan the Man. What's up, Score Bunny 88? Thanks, Andrew and Alex. I would say it's possible, not guaranteed, but it's possible that by the time I'm 60 and I need a hip surgery, I may get to choose. Well, would you? I wonder which would be cheaper. But I would opt for the robot. If I was getting surgery done, I would opt for the robot. And there already are. The use of robotics, is already on the operating table. Oop. Oh, that's very cool. Had an interaction with a high school student. They read this commercial for three-way calling. Read a commercial? Here we go. That was cool. No! What am I supposed to do? Internet's back up. 1 hour and 45 minutes. The day is done. Almost. They couldn't grasp the concept that we've never always had it. Oh, right. Well, and that's ultimately what I was getting at there, Fairly Dog Parents, is that if you're anywhere near the 40 Club, you probably have a skewed view. Oh, that's what it's supposed to be there. I didn't get it in time last time. The Bob I'm talking about. Here's an example. I had to really work hard to start using voice commands. Now, we've had the technology to accurately do voice commands for a long, long time. But I grew up without that being possible, in that I can remember once there was this software, Dragon something, the first version of being able to do voice to text. It was like $1 million. I remember doing like a free trial or something. And it barely worked. It barely even worked. And it seemed like the most amazing thing. But it's almost like some of us missed the memo of just how... Some of us missed the memo of just how fast technology progressed and how we didn't instantly incorporate it. And I'll speak for myself. There's an example. Is voice commands. Also, just Bluetooth speakers. Bluetooth speakers. There's something that certainly not new, but it took a long time for me to get in the habit of actually utilizing it. Like, oh, I'm doing the dishes. Let me grab the Bluetooth speaker. Oh, I'm getting in the shower. Let me grab the Bluetooth speaker. It took a while. Is that right? Yeah, buddy. Wow. No! What's up, Super Trucker J? Big shout out to my buddy, Super Trucker J. Hey, shout out Windemic, my buddy from Facebook Gaming. Big shout out to Windemic. Thanks for the follow on TikTok. There you go, Kiwi. Utilizing something like streaming services, streaming music. If you had told me when I was 13 that there was a future that I could listen to any song that's ever been released as many times as I want, I'm not sure I would have even believed it. I'm not sure I would have even believed that was possible. And now, not only is it possible, it's just, meh, that's just how it is. Don't even think twice. Don't even think twice about it. Did that need to be a Z? Yes. Yes, it did. Yes, it did need to be a Z. It's a very cool level. So yeah, I'll speak for myself. My perception of technology has felt skewed. I was using the internet when you dial up. Just to get online was a 5-minute process. It took the one phone line in the house up before you had cell phones. Like, it's just easy for the people my age, I think, to forget just how far we've come, just how quickly. Like, the difference between my life with technology as a kid versus my parents, the big difference was like, oh, we have video games now. But it was the gap between the technology use of my dad to me is so much tinier than the gap of me to the next generation. They are light years ahead of where we were when we were kids. Like, the concept of a touchscreen iPad with almost infinite games on it, as a 7-year-old, could you have even wrapped your brain around that? We were playing with the Light Bright, bro. We were playing with Easy Bake Oven. That's like, what's up, Rain Moon Goddess? Thanks, Doug. We were grabbing the orange VHS tape. Now they could do all of the above better than we ever could right on that tablet that they can basically have anywhere. And that's just one thing. Ugh! That needed to spin, bro. You gotta spin to win. Remember the chat rooms, the AOL chat rooms, a scary place. A scary place that we were pioneers of. The early days of the internet. Before you'd load up and go to a website, you just had the little AOL hub. That little AOL hub that was mostly chat rooms. Most of what you could do for a while was chat rooms. That, which is really crazy to think about. They had a nice lunch with the oldest. That's awesome, Super Trucker J. And then you had Lycos. And see, that's how old Yahoo is. Yahoo was in the mix way, way back. Yahoo's been in the mix forever. Pre-Google. How do I do this? What's up, Dave? You got to grow up before technology took over. It was a great time to be a kid. In one way, yeah. There were definitely some benefits. But I think it balances out. I think there are pros and cons both ways. Oh gosh. Thanks again for the kind words there, Doug. How? Ask Jeeves! I definitely used Ask Jeeves. And that was like a big development. Ask Jeeves was like a, ooh, something new and exciting. The #1 cell phone game was Snake for the Nokia. #1 mobile game in the App Store was Snake. How in the world? Oh, double? Karen, that that's from Doug. I keep doing it when I'm talking to Doug. But this ain't Doug Funny. This is Doug Bernards. Do 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 do. Ba da ba ba da boop bop. Doug and Rugrats, two of my favorites. Come on now. Oh my gosh, we made it. Is it this? No, how? Bring the P-switch? Oh, Patty Mayonnaise in Bluffington. Rugrats. MapQuest was a game changer for sure. He was in those chat rooms. See, me too, Rain Moon Goddess. I remember that. That was a weird place. But you gotta... part of what's hard to imagine about that time when it's all chat rooms is it was a little more innocent all around in the context of it was new to everybody. It was new to the creeps and to the normal people. So no one quite knew exactly what was going on. What could I possibly do here? Maybe I hit it to the other side? To the left? Play Dig Dug. There you go, Doug. The other Doug. D-U-G. Or maybe, are you saying maybe I bring the P-switch and then use it as a jump? Thought I heard it from somewhere? Yeah, it was Doug. You know what? Maybe you're right. Now I think I'm getting what you're saying. Remember watching a ton of Double Dare. Legends of the Hidden Temple. Olaf. Well, Olaf? No, it wasn't Olaf. Olmec. That was it. Oops. I need that one. The Egyptians were back in the pyramids. Legend says they had dance parties. Who was the best dancer? But watch out, the temple guards. Like this. You're saying do this? Closer? I do think that makes more sense than what I was doing. The Silver Snakes! The Silver Snakes! Those temple guards were aggressive, bro. They should have relaxed a little bit. I was just watching from home and I'd get jump scared. Be like, oh my gosh! And they were actually like, they'd grab them. I'd be like, oh my gosh. Those temple guards meant business. And it seemed kind of unfair too. There should have been like a counter move. I mean, obviously if you had the temple coins or whatever, but I mean physically, there should have been some kind of counter that was allowed. Because the way it was set up, it was just kind of luck of the draw. If you happened to take a route that included a room that had one, you were cooked. They should have had to like tag you or something, you know what I mean? Some kind of skill-based element so that maybe if you were unlucky and picked wrong, you could use skill to make it right. Beyond just handing them a coin. But I guess that coin mechanic relied so heavily on it. I don't get it. I don't get what I can do with the P-switch. I need that extra jump. I guess, so I have to think of it like this. My goal is to get that thwomp moving. That's the big holdup. We need that thwomp moving. Thanks, Kiwi. Anybody got any ideas out there? Bueller. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I can't believe we're old enough to have experienced the birth of the internet as we know it. Just think of what it used to be, chat. If you're anywhere near my age, just think. Just think what it used to be like to use AOL. And compare it to what it's like to go on your phone now. That's the other thing that it's hard to even get your mind around, that the only way you could use the internet was with a good computer that took up the phone line. Now we all have constant internet access, constant. Throw it against the P blocks? Throw it against the P blocks. Okay, let me try that. You feel overwhelmed with stuff going on here? That's fair, Super Trucker J. You got a lot going on there, man. Put the P-switch near the thwomp. Yeah. Well, I think that goes along with what Jan's saying. I think now I'm picking up what he's putting down more than I was. Well, if I was faster, maybe I do a regular bounce off the bob-omb, then do a Z jump off of the P-switch back to the bob-omb, and then maybe the thwomp will be ready? Seems like too many jumps. Hey, Dave, you found a clear video. Oh, was it the last one that I couldn't find a clear video of? Either way, thank you, Dave. Thank you, my good man. All right, we're about to have an answer. You bounce off of the bob-omb first, bro. You bounce off of the bob-omb first. Okay, we almost had it. Okay, I won't watch the rest. Thank you, Dave. Okay, we're ready now. We are ready. Oh, come on now. If I was able to clear my mind, won 3 games of Fortnite with your brother. Nice. Nice job, Super Trucker J. That's awesome. There's another little technological advance that we don't even think about. 100 people playing online at the same time. It's like this. 100 people playing the same game at the same time. We thought it was life-changing to get 4 controllers with the Nintendo 64. Never mind 99, and you don't even have to be at the same place. But we don't even think about it. It's like, oh yeah, whatever. Yeah, we can do that. I've got to really control that jump. I think I see the correct approach. How dare you? Take a lot for granted. They reduced it to 80 players lobby. 80 player lobbies. Okay, that's interesting. Even 80 is a ton. Especially compared to 4. Oh, that's a first. I really would never have believed the music situation. I had the binders full of CDs in the car. I was carrying around 100+ CDs in that car at all times. Hey. Hey, we made it. Okay, it's gonna get crazy. Map is smaller. Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, it used to be a lot of work to have access to any song you wanted to hear. remember the who remembers the multi CD and DVD players? There'd be like 100. You could get 100 in there. Especially in cars. Some of the cars would have a 50 CD changer in there, which represented the ultimate luxury of, wow, I don't even have to change the CD. And now, with streaming, that's just the standard. It's just the standard experience that, oh yeah, any song in the world, yeah, no problem. No problem. That is a night and day difference. The CD player, you need the cassette tape with the headphone jack. That's my car now. My car now has the head. But I actually got a Bluetooth cassette tape transmitter. Oh gosh. You really just want the aux. The aux plug is the best quality. That's what I prefer. That is very cool. That is very slow. 50 CD changer. We had a 7 CD. There you go. Speaking of music, where can people find the music you play? I have never released it. I don't know how to say your name. A-A-R-I-K. Arik. Arik Ames? Arik Ames. Shout out to you, Arik Ames. I've never released it. Used to struggle to decide which CDs to bring. Exactly. Used a cassette transmitter and a portable CD player in your teens. There it is, Cody. And look at us now with streaming. Streaming and Bluetooth. It has definitely been a game changer, putting conscious effort into keeping music playing. Or a podcast, just keeping... But I know... As I'm saying it, I'm realizing it sounds bad in the context of it basically never having silence anymore. But I've never been a big fan of silence. Not a huge loss in my case. But I can appreciate someone does really like silence. They're not going to want to be at my house. But that's a valid thing to like. This is a tough level. Wow, I've got to be so much faster somehow. Hey, it's Eric. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Eric. Hopefully, Chuck on the side of the TV. Yeah, I got to get it going, Cameron. I think people struggled to use a signal light. Remember when people were going through their have books? Wait, what? Am I stroking out here? You think people struggle to use a signal light? Remember when people were going through their have books? I think it must just be the word have was misspelled. You didn't mean to say have. Going through their something books while driving. I don't know. I can't fill in the blank there. Oh, come on now. Oh, there's CD books. Okay, yes. Exactly. That's what... Yeah, you can't do that while driving. How dare you're supposed to pick the CD before you start driving. Some of you people are such bad drivers, I can't stand it. There are just some absolutely insanely bad drivers ruining it for everybody. And it drives me cuckoo. Use your blinker. Cover your mouth when you cough. Wipe the toilet seat after you use it. If you can do those things, you're ahead of a sad number of people. You had 4 CD books in the car. Exactly. That's what we were just talking about, Toad the Jam, that back in the day, if you wanted to have all your favorite songs with you, you needed them in CD form. So me and all my friends, we all had... You had a couple different receptacles of CDs. The real favorite CDs went up in the visor. You know the sun visor? I don't know what you call it. But standard issue, you had to at least have one on the driver's side. But if you were really into it, you had one on driver's side and one on the passenger side. And then you had your CD books under the seat for backup. Wash your hands. Well, gosh, washing your hands after the bathroom. I mean, I can't even bring myself to say that as a common courtesy. If that's just basic human hygiene. If you're not washing your hands after you go to the bathroom, you missed an important step. You've missed an important step in life if you have failed to create the habit to wash your hands after you use the bathroom. That should be absolute bare minimum for your own sake. That's not even considerate. Forget considerate to other people. Just be considerate to yourself. Wash your hands for sure. Whereas if you wipe the seat after you use the bathroom, that doesn't help you basically in any way, shape, or form. But washing your hands after you go to the bathroom, that is very much going to help you as well. You reap a benefit. And when you use a public microwave, set it back to 0. Set that timer to 0. Oh, because see, there's a lot of little common courtesy. Another one is you stop the microwave when it gets to 1. No one wants to hear the beep. So that's good. You may already have that down. But the grand finale challenge is to actually hit the reset for the next person, so it starts fresh. Oh, I saved it. Oh, I bet you that's it. I bet you that was it. Courtesy to not spread your germs. For sure. No, well, without a doubt. That there is, when it comes to washing your hands after the bathroom, there's many, many different aspects to it that are beneficial to you and others. But comparing it to wiping the seat after you use the bathroom, that only benefits others. You will gain nothing from that act. But it is a worthy act, nonetheless. I think I do this and jump here. Oh, that's the end! You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me. You wasn't paying attention the other day in the office, and the microwave beeped, and you felt like a jerk. Yeah. Stop the microwave at 1. I like that. But then reset. Hit that reset. Hit that reset button. Use your blinker when you drive. Come on, people. And cover your mouth when you cough. Right into your elbow. That's all. Right? That's it. Very minimal effort. Minimal effort goes a long way. You won't be spreading your germs everywhere. Especially if you're in a confined space. Don't microwave fish at work. That's also a very nice courtesy. That was a cool one, Kenny. I think I'm going to call it right there. Thanks so much for being here, chat. Hope to catch up with you tomorrow sometime. We'll play some more. Well, it looks like we've got... How many did we get through today? Only 5. I think only 5. So if these are similar difficulty, we may have 1 or 2 streams left. Because, yeah, they're all seem to be right around there. All right. Well, I'm excited. Broccoli's pretty bad, Doug. You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding about that. Thank you, Clumsy. Thanks for stopping in. Great to see you all. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Big shout out to anyone who hit me with any stars, shares, follows, likes, gifted subs, all the above. Thank you so much for your love and support. And if you are someone that struggles with depression or anxiety, you are not alone in that struggle, my friend. That's something I struggle with, and there are a lot of us struggling, so if you're one of them, make sure you got someone in your life you can talk to about it, a friend, family member, loved one, or therapist, and try to get some movement in your life. Take a walk outside, Get your headphones in, your favorite music playing, can make a big difference in your day, your physical health, and your mental health. So I encourage you with that. Hold on to hope. Believe better days are coming because you never know. Tomorrow could be the best day of your life, but you got to get there to find out. So hang in there. I'm rooting for you. If you're struggling right now, know that being in the struggle means you're still in the fight, and I'm proud of you for making it this far. Don't give up. I know life can get very overwhelming and hit you with some wild lefts and rights, ups and downs, twists and turns, traumas and tragedies, and have you feel like, oh my gosh, everything's completely ruined. Nothing's ever going to be the same without this person, place, or thing in my life. What is the point when things are just getting worse, not better? And it's valid to feel that way. But it's not, it's definitely going to lead you to some inaccurate conclusions, because the truth is, there's some amazing stuff coming for you in your life. I can't tell you exactly what or exactly when, but I can assure you it's coming. And one of the hardest and heaviest parts of feeling really depressed and really anxious is feeling like nothing good's coming. It's just getting worse and worse. And even if something great did happen, it wouldn't make any difference because things are too far gone. That's the feeling, but it's not true. There's still hope for you, my friend. There's still hope, and there's still a lot to come that you don't know about, and neither do I. But in the same way that could be devastating bad things, it could also be great things. They exist side by side in this world we live in, my friend. The good and the bad, the great and the horrible. It's all together in a big mix. And right now, you might be stuck in the horrible. But I'm here to tell you, you won't always be stuck in the horrible. But oftentimes, when you are stuck in the horrible, feels like you're moving in. Feels like you're a resident. Doesn't feel like you're just passing through. But you are. You're just passing through, I promise. So, if any of that resonates with you, know that I am rooting for you big time. If you need a little family-friendly escape, I got you covered with thousands of hours of gaming content scattered across the internet. So make sure you're following Super Pat World, all one word, on every platform you can find me. And I hope to catch up with you mañana. I'll see you tomorrow, maybe early. We get to have breakfast with my aunt, so I'm looking forward to that. So we'll see. Chat, I appreciate you. Have a great, safe weekend. Get some rest. See some family. Call your mom. And I appreciate you being here. Hope to catch up with you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.